start. I'm late for a very important date. It's Tuesday evening. What was I doing? Well, I was actually getting ready because I was having a chat with the divine, as I love to do. And then I thought, well, I wonder what the time is. Maybe it's time now, and went, oh my Lord, look what the time is. So I see there's a couple of you here, please do. Oh, a few more of you here, please do. Say hello, this is Gwenda, the Heal with Gwenda Show. Good evening. Well, it's evening here in downtown Perth, Western Australia. Whatever end of the day it is for you, I hope that it is either beginning really well or it's going really well, or it's perhaps like me, it's finishing. Oh, Jess, hello. Eva, oh, Facebook. Woo-hoo, go you, Facebook, putting up the comments tonight. Oh, fingers crossed it stays that way. Hello, Jody Marie. Happy Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday. Favourite day. Diane Sin, good evening. Oh my, thank you, Jess. That's gorgeous. Beck Wood, hello to you. And Sharon Stanbridge, hello, beautiful to you. Sarah James, good evening, sweetheart. Good to see you here too. Now listen, guys, a little trick that, hello Kate, hello Connie, oh, she's coming in fast now. A little trick that somebody suggested to me, that I should ask you all if you would share this video, share this live while we're live with your friends. So apparently on your screen there should be a little thing comes up that says share with friends. So hi Lola, hi Anna, so that would be fantastic if you would do that. That would be tremendous. Emily, thank you. As are you, darling, as are you. Jason Millman, good evening. Lovely to have you here too. So let me see. You know, I polished off my crystal balls yesterday. Did you notice that? Balls, plural. A lady of many balls I am. Ray Louise, hello. Oh, no way. Tuesday night, no way could I forget you. Hi, Lisa. Thank you, Sharon. Woohoo. Donna from the US. Welcome from the US. And thank you for the shares. Really appreciate that. So if you've just come in and you didn't hear me, on your screen there will be a little thing that says share this with your friends. I'd really appreciate it if you shared it, because, you know, there are so many people out there that are really looking for somewhere to go when they get lost, or when they're feeling like the world just isn't being fair to them, when they feel life just isn't being fair. So it's really cool if you would let them know that at least there is help. There is guidance for them to be able to have this. Hello, Fernanda. Hello, Kate from Oz. Hi, darling, to Lisa. So one thing that I would like to say to you before we go into readings is I don't need you to ask me questions. If you're new here, welcome and thank you for being here. And to all my beautiful people that come and sit with me and join me on a Tuesday night, just love you to bits. You make my Tuesday night, truly you do. But you know, all you guys who come every week, you know how it works, right? For those of you who are new, I don't need you to ask me questions, and I would ask that you not ask for particular things, because the spirit that I work with and the guides, your guides, they actually know what it is that you're really in need of at this time and what's most important to bring through for you. So they will answer you and they will offer their guidance. And that's something that I was having a whole lot of fun doing this afternoon, was creating the workbook for my gorgeous people that have come into the School of Wisdom, and they're now going into the Wisdom Classroom, where they're going to learn how to meet their guide, how to meet their higher self, and be able to find the solutions, the guidance from their guide, from their higher self. How cool is that? Thank you, Ray Louise. What was that? Whoa. Linking in from New Zealand. Hello, Lisa, and welcome. Sharon Cotterill from Oz. Hi, Sharon. So, as I was saying, you don't need to ask me questions. And in fact, if you ask me questions, I'll probably just go straight past you, because when you ask a question, you're asking it from your mind. And I don't work on that level, okay? I work on the level of your highest mind, your highest guide, and they will bring through what is right for you. So, you know, I was talking to a gorgeous young lady today, and she was telling me about her young sister. She needed to stay home because she was concerned about her young sister, and I said, well, how old is your young sister? And she said, oh, she's 16. So I thought I might just have a little look in. So I had a little bit of a scan, and I saw that this young 16-year-old had had a terrific whack of grief, loss, sense of separation and abandonment when she was 8 to 9.5 years of age. So after chatting with Annette King, thank you, and I send that back to you. Dallas from WA. Cool, Dallas. Whereabouts in WA are you? Well, you could tick the box next time, Ray Louise, when you come around. How's that? You here? Renee, that's all right, love. It's no problem. I'd just like to remind everyone so that they know how it works on the H.E.A.L with Gwenda Show. It just makes life easier for everybody, doesn't it? That's lovely. Thank you, Jason. Must meet you one day since you're in my neck of the woods, young man. So in talking to this young girl about her, this young woman about her sister, when I had a look at her, as I said, there was a terrific grief, loss, separation, and a sense of being abandoned when she was 8 to 9.5 years of age. And then again at 12, now as if she wasn't already carrying enough, right? But then again at 12, I saw that a person that she thought was a very good friend just dumped her. It's not very nice when people just dump you, is it? So this little girl, you know, she was already carrying weight and not feeling very good, and then to have this very good friend dump her when she was 12. So now we've got more layering of grief and loss and feeling abandoned at 12. Then I saw her at 14, and all around her head and all around here was like looking through really, really thick cloud, and was like her eyes just couldn't see, right? She just could not see her way, her reason for being here, nothing. Everything to her about her life was just a big, thick fog. So here she is at 16, and she's now on, hello, Kate. She's now on, thank you, Connie. No, Jason, I'm down the bottom of the hill, and some people are rude and say that I live in South Geraldton, so you know where I'm heading. So here she is now at 16, and they have put her on a whole lot of medication. So I wrote some notes for the young lady that I was talking to, and I asked her if she would like me to express what I'd seen with her sister. So I explained that when you have a huge shock, when you have a sudden grief, a really big grief, it creates what I see as cracks in your energy layers, and it can create fragmentation in the soul. So this is why some people have what is called a fragmented soul, or they need to have a soul retrieval done. So the really sad thing for me is that this young girl is now on a lot of medication, and now she's been diagnosed with some digestive issues as well. But I drew diagrams and showed this older girl what was really going on in her gut and how come she's having these problems. And the older girl said, oh my word, that makes so much sense, and yes, I know what happened when she was in those time frames, and yes, I remember her friend dumping her. So for those of you who are new to my show, that's the kind of thing that that I do and that I work with. So what I would do with that young lady, if I was able to have the opportunity to meet her, is I would restore her soul, the fragmentations that are going on, a fragmentation of her soul, and bring her back to a place of feeling very centered in herself. So, PJ, g'day from Gold Coast. Oh, that's lovely. So, when you have a situation where you have undergone a sudden shock. Now, when a friend, if you've got a really close friend and they just dump you, that's a shock. It rocks you to your core, because when you go into a friendship, most often, you invest a lot of yourself in that friendship, right? And you invest your heart. So especially when you're, I'm going to say when you're in your teen years, you know, you just want to hang out with those friends all the time. Some of us don't get past that. Hey, Ray Louise. Some of us just want to have that beautiful community of friendship all the time. So when you have someone who just dumps you, it is a shock. And because your heart is invested in that friendship, that shock goes to the very core of your existence, and it creates a major disturbance in your center of power, which is right in the middle of your gut. Right? So when you have when you have these things, this kind of disruption going on in the center of you, in your gut, you then create a lot of disturbance in the actual functioning of the gut organs. So in this young lady's case, it has created such a huge disturbance because it's been going on since she was 8 and she's now 16, so it's 8 years. So now her small intestine is actually not able to work properly. And that means that she can't take up all the nutrients, minerals, vitamins, beautiful things from the food she eats. So she's not getting the nourishment to her physical self because her heart and her soul are not feeling nourished. You with me? So now, thank you, Emily. And Lisa. So now, of course, after all this time, she's diagnosed with celiacs. It's the flavour of the month for the medical world. Coming up right now, to leave it all behind. I feel a bit like Karen the Wounded Healer. Thank you, Natasha. Thank you for sharing that. No, nothing is for eternity unless you're really bad. Nothing is for eternity except your soul. The essence of you is for eternity. Whatever you do down here, well, that's between you and your maker. You make a mess down here, then you got to come on back and sort it out. So, thank you, Connie. I usually find, there you go, Renee. I usually find that what it is I'm guided to bring to you during the show is for someone here, is for someone who's sitting with me tonight. So what I'd like to say to you is, one of the things that happens when you go through a really big whack of grief, of loss, of feeling abandoned, of separation, the thing that you need the most, obviously, is to feel nurtured, to feel nourished with love. And an underpinning thing of love is fun and happiness. So as hard as it is when you are in a dark hole to find your way into something that is fun, can be very difficult. But if you could teach your son, yourself, if you could teach those parts of you and those related to you to have some fun, and make sure that your house and the way that you live incorporates fun every day. Every day. Hi Sonny, good to see you here, love. So can you fly over to Hall's Head for me to book a session with you? Or if you're in the area, we'll be looking you up, and maybe online. Sharon Stambridge, I am all of an hour and a half north of Hall's Head. Yes, you can come and see me in person. You can book with me over Zoom. My links for bookings is in the information here on the live. And you can do that. I would love to meet you. I'd love to meet all of you, actually, for the guidance, for the help. So the joy of what I do, for those of you who are new, is that I'm able to combine my earthly acquired knowledge with the guidance of the divine in spirit medicine to help you be able to heal. Now, heal doesn't mean you're broken, right? But if you're going to feel better, feel more happy, have more abundance, have more calm in the mind and quieten that mind, and feel more at peace in your heart, then that's what we call heal, okay? But in my instance, heal is a harmonious, enlightened, aligned life. That's what the word heal with Gwenda means. So, Diane, that's actually great, because you carry way too much air in your whole gut. Diane Sin. You carry way too much air. You gulp life, my girl. So you eat too fast, you drink too fast, and you have done since you were in your early teens. So you get a lot of swelling in your bowel, in your actual stomach bag. Your small intestine finds it very hard to keep up with your eating and drinking because it's fast and furious. So when you eat, you're gulping, because you're gulping life, Diane Sin. And the reason that your stomach is going mad right now, and for everyone with me, when you sit with me in these shows, you actually receive healing energy. Magic, isn't it? Love magic. And one feels good. That's what I got in Rising. Have fun. Yes, Sonny, absolutely. Having fun is a must. Awesome, Sharon. I'll look forward to meeting you. So, Renee, I would be more than happy to treat your son and yourself. You're very welcome to make a booking, and we can get on with that. But while you all sit here, and Diane Sin, everyone is saying, oh my God, you are so right. So if you heard what I was saying for her. Yes, Kate Lawler, absolutely. You know, the racket that goes on in here is very distressing on the whole body. Now, I'd like to say to... and Sharon's saying, oh my God, you just described me to a T at the moment. You can take most of what you just said. Well, this is the thing, you see, too. A lot of the messages that come through, you'll find that you want to go, oh, you said that was for someone else, but that's me at the moment. And the funny thing is, everyone, that we all, in this human experience, we do all experience the same kind of physical expressions of the things that we're struggling with in the physical body, but we work with them differently and they end up being something different. So while Sharon is feeling that, I was describing her when I was talking about Diane Sin, it's because Sharon too has got a lot of these same things going on, but for different reasons. And the level of air and swelling in your large bowel, Sharon, is actually different to the amount of sluggishness that you have in your blood. Your blood is in need of a really nice clean out. You know how we give our cars a tune up and a grease and oil change? Your blood needs that, Sharon. So whilst Sharon is seeing that she's got, similar things as Diane, they're similar but different. And why is that? That we have something that we can say is the same as someone else. Well, this is why the medical world have come up with particular labels for things. So you can have 10 people out of 20 with depression. You can have 15 people out of 20 with celiacs. They need a label because people need a label to accept what's wrong with them. Instead of being able to accept that there is something in their life they need to change so that their physical self will feel better and they'll feel happier in their heart, it's easier to go and get a label. Got me? Zeta Bush, feeling a sensation around my liver area listening to. Well, everyone, the funny thing was when I was getting ready for you, if it does affect this, happens to me a lot. I'm getting a gut-related hospital test. Sounds like you're making me frown, Jason. Spirit does affect this. Oh, hello, Maria. How you going? And Sharon saying, yes, makes sense. I'm a rhesus -0. Had a litre of iron put through my body and it caused me so much stress. So there you go. And Sharon actually needs to offload all the crap, the toxicity that's in her blood. And as I said, her blood needs cleaning out. So back to, for you to understand, when it comes to your physical body, why do we have things the same as someone else? Because the human being is the same no matter what generation, no matter what decade. It still has the same amount of blood vessels. Did you know that your blood vessels would actually go around the world, the circumference of the world, 2.5 times? Did you know that? Crikey, there's a lot of blood vessel in you, isn't there? 2.5 times around the circumference of the world. It's huge. I won't bore you tonight with how many kilometres is that. They don't know what's wrong with us. Oh, well, I would know, Renee. Yes, it is easier for doctors to give us a label, but it's also because people want a label. People go in saying, what's wrong with me? There is something wrong with me. So what's the doctor going to do? Yeah, there's something wrong with you. The person won't be happy with that. So they have labels so that everyone goes, oh my God, I went to the doctor and we wouldn't believe it. I've got celiacs, I've got high blood pressure, I've got diabetes, I've got a heart disease, and they love it. They love it because they can get a label. They might as well stick it on their head and on their chest and go, woo, check me out. So that's why we have labels, and also so people can relate. But the thing that is missing in all of this is what is causing it. What is the root cause of the disturbance in the physical body? And when you get to that, then you heal. Yes, Diane Sin, that would be my pleasure. That is what my job here is on this earth. So remember that all my links for booking with me are in the information for you on the show. Click on in there or go to my website, healwithgwenda.com. Renee Kowalik, my apologies, Renee, if I've got that wrong. For you, one of the main places that are out of whack with you, Renee, is actually your hips and right down the base of your spine, almost down to the coccyx, is actually twisted in there. So a lot of the problems that you have come from the congestion in the spinal cord in that part of the body, and the relevant nerves that run from that part of the body that cause all sorts of problems for you in the lower part of your body. Now, also in the bladder for you, Renee, you create a lot of little tiny crystallizations. So if they got a little bit too excited, they would actually become ureteric stones. And I've got to tell you, that's extremely painful. But you make all this this little crystallization in your urine, and you also get too much protein in your urine. And that's really what the problem is. Sort it out and you're going to feel amazing. So, you know, these things can be resolved often quite simply, and often through you taking a journey of making some lifestyle changes. The gut is the key, right? It is the key to you being well. However, chicken and egg scenario, what is it that's triggering your gut? Which came first? Was it the disturbance in your gut that's making you feel so out of whack, or was it you being out of whack that caused the disturbance in your gut? I say it was you being out of whack that caused the disturbance in your gut. Like the young woman that I was talking about. There won't be any pain, Zeta. There will be some beautiful healing energy. Now, Zeta Bush, the reason that you are feeling it in particular around your liver, my girl, is because the gallbladder for you, there's far too much bile going into your liver. Now, the liver and gallbladder work together. The bile goes to the liver, and it sorts things out, and the red blood cells, and the liver detoxifies, and it works with clearing the toxins from the body. The liver is king, by the way, of the gut. So if the liver is out of whack, everything is out of whack. So Zeta, for you, the reason that you're getting a lot of healing energy around your liver is because of what's going on between your liver and your gallbladder. Now, one thing I'm going to say to you, my lovely lady, is you've really, really got to be a lot softer with yourself and stop beating yourself up over things that you feel other people have done to you or what life has done to you, because it is building resentment and bitterness in your gallbladder, and that's creating a lot of problems for your liver, and that will create problems in your stomach. Inflammation and chemical intolerance, getting there, treating my liver at the moment. Hey, yes, PJ, it is very much about peeling back the layers. There is no magic wand, people. There is no magic tablet. There's no BS diet, meaning paleo, meaning vegan, whatever. No, that's not going to fix things. It will help, but it's not going to fix things. You do need to peel back the layers. The cause of your inflammation, PJ, actually comes right back to, you'll have to take a little journey back to being 15, the years between 15 and 18 for you. A lot of toxicity build up in your system, all emotionally generated, internal war with yourself, and very much around your sense of place, feeling that you belong, feeling that you had, really good support around you from friends. PJ Armstrong, this is you, 15 to 18 years of age, and in all of that, instead of expressing the frustration and the upsets that you felt, you swallowed them, and the inflammation, you inflamed with yourself, and it's almost like you're inflamed with, why don't people like me enough? Why aren't people listening to me? So that's you, PJ. If you can go back to 15 to 18 years of age and restore and make peace with everything that took place there, you will be fixed beautifully. Renee, you're most welcome. Mm. Yes, Lisa, I lot of heat in your body, love. Lot of heat. You need to work on Lisa Hoeta. You need to work on cooling your inner organs, right? Lisa K. Hoeta. There is way too much heat in your inner body. So, you know, we have our core temperature, and for you, that is too hot. There is also, because of the heat internally in you, there is a lot of puffiness in your internal organs. So, please use cooling foods and also beautiful cooling juices. No ice. Do not have ice when your body is this hot. It cannot cope. You also need to look to using some very cooling, oh, excuse me, that's you, cooling and calming herbs that help to cool all of your organs down. And unfortunately, Lisa, it's not a case of it just being your liver. All of your organs are too hot, love. Please do reach out to me. I can really help you work through this. And yes, from a little girl, this even started for you when you were 2, and that is because of what was going on in the family environment when you were 2 years of age. And Lisa, you were also able, at 2, you were able to see spirit, and you were able to see things that you could not express, understand, or deal with. So it's coming from there. Oh goodness me, Renee. It was about you. It wasn't your son. Sorry. Mm. Yes, Lisa. The the liver is king. Absolutely. It doesn't have to be, Zeta, and you will feel quite a lot better tonight, and you'll sleep better too. Yeah, okay. If that works for you, Lisa, that's good. Thank you, Zeta. Awesome. Thank you very much. Hi, Melissa. How are you? Thank you, Natasha. Now, I just need to read some of your comments so I can see what's going on and wait for Spirit to see where they want to go to next. Absolutely, Zeta. Yes, if your liver, for everyone, if your liver is not working properly and if you still have your gallbladder, you will not be able to lose weight if your liver's not behaving, because your body is not able to get rid of the toxins, so it stores them in the fat cells. Oh, they're good, aren't they, Connie? Yes, nothing wrong with you, but you know there's something wrong with you. Connie, what I'd like to say to that is I'm actually glad they haven't given you a label, and you ought to be glad they haven't given you a label too. So, Connie Capitula, oh, this is all nerves. Everything that's going on in your system and making you feel like there is something wrong with your stomach is actually nerves, and that's why the doctors can't find anything, because you won't come up on the radar of thyroid, you won't come up as irritable bowel. They can't really find it because it is nerves. Connie, you need to really take yourself through some beautiful breath work. You need to calm your nerves and start doing things that bring you to a place of feeling peaceful. Why do people call me doing? Because they're rude. Ray Louise, how come you don't let them know? Listen here, don't be calling me at this time. Lisa K. Howitt, how do you do what? If that is how do you connect with me, all of my booking links are here in the information. Yeah, please don't, Diane Sin, please don't. And I ask everybody, please do not write about your issues or someone else's issues on this forum, it's not the right place to do that. Okay. Hello from Cleveland, Queensland. Hi, Charlie Ross. Oh, thank you, Lisa. You're so right. Wow. Oh, PJ, you're crying. I'm sorry, darling. Some people would say she always does that, make people cry. I don't mean to, or not on a good night anyway. Yes, love. So now you've got that and you can go back and make peace with that time. You will find your life, everything, your abundance, because that's up shit creek, will turn around for you. Alicia, so you've actually named areas of your body, so I won't go there because I don't like people to tell me about what's going on, because I can see for myself, and and I won't have that, oh well, I said that or I did that. Good eye. Renee, you're most welcome, love. Yes, Lisa, I would really like to be able to help you. Hello, Karen, and greetings to you. Zeta Bush says, thanks, Gwenda, you're spot on. I've spent most of my life and time resenting my life and the people in it. Now, look, one of the things I was doing this afternoon was writing some of the beautiful workbook for the Soul Mastery Collective. Now, I am opening that program again on the 17th of May, so soon, 13 days. If you want to be able to take yourself to a place of being, living your life from a point of soul mastery and taking yourself to a place of deep healing and being able to live your life soul-led from your life and everything that's right for you, I'd really welcome you, invite you to apply to join the Soul Mastery Collective. It is an online mentoring program. It will change your life, okay? Oh, thank you very much, Renee, and there's two Renees. Hello from Cairns, downtown Cairns. That's awesome. I'd much rather that you do not write to me and tell me what you have been labelled with or what is in your body. I don't need you to. And it takes away from me being able to assist you more. Oh, great. Thanks, Connie. Yes, liver is boss. Sure is. No, that's me, Ray Louise. I'm boss. Boy, Connie, yes. So sort those nerves out, lovely. Yep, need to look after them. It's what's sending you around in a million circles, and one of the hardest things for people to do is forgiveness. The hard thing for me saying these words is I just about choke on them because they are misrepresented, overused. People use them to be able to get people to do things with them. So things like forgiveness, release, all these beautiful things, gratitude and everything else have just been absolutely hammered to death. And so many people are sick of hearing it, so they don't step in and understand it. So when I say it, I really mean it. You need to know how to work with forgiveness, empathy towards yourself, compassion towards yourself. One of the beautiful ladies in the last Soul Mastery Collective, she said openly that she really struggled with compassion. She couldn't have compassion for herself, let alone anybody else. So, it's very hard to heal when you cannot connect with compassion. Oh, that's lovely, Lisa. That's awesome. Don't be trying, Zeta. Do it or don't do it. You can't try and pick up that chair, right? You pick it up. You can't try and drive the car. You turn the car on, you drive the car. Life's the same, people. So you're not ever trying to do something. You're either doing it or you're not. Oh, hi, Kimmy Mac. Oh, thank you for popping in and glad you're enjoying the wisdom. And Tanya, thank you. Elizabeth from Melbourne. Going now for me, and I'm not sure how to let you know what's going. Tanya, it's okay. You're new, love. The thing is, and so you missed the introduction. I don't need you to. I don't need anyone to give me anything about what's going on in your life or anything that's going on in your body, because the level that I work at, I'm able to go straight in and have a look, as you will have heard from what I've been doing. It's just the height of the vibration that I work at, for want of a better description. Would I do sessions for pets? I would do sessions for pets through the owner. So unless I can actually tap in or visit the pet like I do here in Perth, I go and see the actual pet. Ray Louise, I would be able to tap into your pet, yes. So would I do sessions for pets? Sure would. I love animals. Angela, hello. Oh yes, I did forget to say. Thank you, Angela. That great reminder. So for my other audiences that are watching on other shared pages, I can't see your comments. I have to go back later and see them. I'm sorry. It's just the way that Facebook does this. So please know that I will come over and have a look and say hello, and I'll reply to you, though I won't be able to reply to your questions because I won't be channeling any further once I'm there. So if, like Angela's done, if you want me to come to you, or you want to say something to me, you need to actually come over to the spiritual events directory where the show is streamed from, okay? Otherwise, I'll go across and say hello. So a lot of people go, how come you're not seeing me? How come you're not saying anything? It's because I can't see you when you're on the other ones until I go across after and have a look. I'm sorry about that. Oh, that's beautiful, Ray Louise. I would be delighted. So let me see who else that spirit would like to speak to. There's someone here about time, running out of time. Feel like I'm losing time. Who is that? Losing time, not got enough time to do things. Oh, Natasha, this is you. So Natasha Lee Freudenstein, and pardon me if I said that wrong too. There's a frustration around time with you, Natasha, and the sense within you is that you're running out of time. You don't feel like you're going to have enough time to do everything that you want to be doing, and to feel like you're going to be able to do the things you must do. You need to back off with that demand on yourself about time, and also learn to use time instead of running after time, right? Everybody, you need to know how to make time work for you. So one really easy way to understand that is when you're driving somewhere and you're fretting about not getting there on time or being late, turn that around. Turn that around to I will arrive with time to spare. Change what you are sending out. And when you feel like you don't have time to get things done, do the same thing. One of the ladies that I've taken on her bowel cancer journey, she was really struggling with feeling that she didn't have time to be cutting up all the veggies for her juices. She didn't have time to be doing the things she needed to do to look after her bowel to be able to heal properly. And what that really translates to is not feeling worthy of the time, right? So there's different ways that we approach time. But for you, Natasha, it's very much that you're feeling like you don't have time for everything that you feel you've got to achieve, and you need to really disperse that. You know, the other week when my sweetheart was home, I was taking him to an appointment, and I had to take him because, funnily enough, his car decided that it had a flat battery, and he'd left it to the last minute to be leaving. I had been saying you need to get going. And I was in the middle of things, and then he came and asked me to take him. So we didn't have, according to the clock, we didn't have the time that was needed to get there. And when we headed off down the road, we got every red light and hold up in the traffic until I said, enough, enough. I ask that we have every green light from now on, and we have smooth flowing and arrive on time. Guess what? Guess what? From that intersection onward, every green light, he got there with 2 minutes to spare. Shouldn't have, according to the way things go. And then when I continued on to where I was going for a meet-up, guess what I got? Every red light. Apparently my request was only for him, didn't apply to me. But that's how powerful it is, okay? Oh, goodness me. Who is sharing, please, who is sharing this live to your friends? And Nicole, hello, Nicole. Nice to see you. Well, the thing for that conversation, Nicole, is that you actually need to set the premise for it before you even go in there, because if you're going to take in that fretful energy, that's exactly what you're going to get, and the papers will not get signed. Hi, Karen. Thank you. Lovely too. Yes, Natasha, time, running out of time and feeling like you can't get everything done. Turn it around. People, you know, when you ask for help and you're calling for help when you're really stressed, like Natasha's got a situation at the moment, settle yourself. Be very clear, like the example I just gave of getting to the appointment. Be clear with what you need, and the doors will open for you. If you believe it. I wish you'd write them down for me, Ray Louise, and then we can go and have it printed together, and you can be the editor, right? We can do an online, no, not an online, we can do a book and you can be the editor. You should be writing them down for me. Hey, Jodie Marie, thank you. Oh, awesome. Thank you very much for sharing, Jodie Marie. So for Jodie Marie, you, darling, have got one foot pointing in one direction, the other one trying to walk straight ahead. And this is creating a block in your abundance. It's also creating a block for you being able to feel like you're moving forward in your life with ease. And you overthink things. So, Jodie Marie, get out of your head. Get out of your head, and also straighten your feet up, darling. How you posture your feet determines how you're going to get around, and that's for everybody. Ray Louise, you're hilarious. So you don't let people know that you're shouting at the traffic lights, right? You just make that demand, and you be very clear about it. Connie too. Oh, you guys, I'll have to have a secret ride in the car with you. You know, I do get around on my broom, so you know I could appear next to you anytime. Place being offered to you. Yes, thanks, Tanya. That's quite right. Hi, Karen McAllister. Lovely to have you here again this evening too, my girl. You got some issues going on in the lower pelvis, by the way. Need to do some really nice Kegel exercises, and the best exercise, Karen McAllister, for you at the moment is the child's pose and the cat-cow. You need to get busy with those in the morning. Do you the world a good. Christine Marie Clark, thank you very much for that, and my thank you to you will come through in the fact that they're showing a deck of cards being played for you, Christine Marie Clark. When we have a deck of cards in front of us, it is because we are asking for too many options, looking for too many options in things. You really need to narrow down what it is that's most important to you at the moment. So Christine Marie Clark, really define what it is that's most important for you presently. And also, could you please give your kidneys a little more love and care? They're a bit on the dehydrated side. So take more care of those. Pleasure, Jodie Marie. Lisa and John, thank you. Thank you very much. You've actually got Lisa and John, you've got a really nice opportunity coming your way. This opportunity is in the form of work. I'm going to say the word project. So there is a really nice project coming your way, and it's going to have a nice windfall with it, so enjoy that. You're welcome, Nicole. Very welcome. Thank you, Karen McAllister. She says spot on. You're welcome, Christine. Please do look after your kidneys. So, everyone, thank you so much for being with me this evening. You know, the hour just flies by, and my poor Ray Louise can't keep up with, with the things that she's writing. But I would love for you to really step it up and decide that you would like full guidance so that your life can be put on the right track. And when it comes to your health and your wellness, nothing is more important. So if you've got things going on in your life that are stressing you, please address them. Don't let yourself run on nervous energy or on anger or resentment. Make peace with things that come into your life. And we all have them, right? We all have these times that are really difficult in our lives. But you've got to be able to turn them around. You know, one thing I love to do is sing badly. And the other thing I love to do is be able to dance. Now that I could, win on the dance floor. And I love to dance and sing and have fun. If I don't have those things going on in my life, then things are difficult to manage. The other thing is unwavering faith. Unwavering faith. Nothing shakes my faith. And I know that when I sit in a place of stillness and I bring myself home to my heart, everything is answered and all things are healed. So when you learn or you continue to expand on knowing how to do those things, your life changes dramatically for that time. And the last thing I want to say to everyone tonight is to remember to be present. You know, that's another thing that is thrashed to death, right? But it is so true. Being present is how you can manage through anything. Because as soon as you let your mind run amok with you and run rampant, you're right in a space of nothing. You're not in a space of reality. The only thing that's real is what is going on right now, and how you work with right now will affect what's coming further down the path. So in Natasha's case, feeling very stressed because she hasn't found a house to live in, that is actually going to project out there and create more obstacles. Come to the now, be present in the now, and be in stillness. And when you are in stillness is where you can be guided. It's where you can find the answers. So work with that. Yes! I get the microphone out, Ray Louise, and make sure I'm sharing all my great singing. It's a bit like scratching your nails over a pot sometimes. Gary actually came out to see if I was all right the other week. Wasn't he rude? So sing your heart out. Absolutely love it. Oh, Sonny, you're most welcome. Thank you for the love hearts, and Dallas too. Thank you all very much. I will look forward to being back. Connie, I hope you'll be back again. Thank you. Or that I get to actually meet you on Zoom and do some work for you. Nick, hello, and thank you very much. My pleasure, Ray Louise. I will look forward to being back with you all next Tuesday, 6:30 Perth time. think that's 8:30 on the east, you know, and who knows where else, probably in the morning in the States. So I look forward to being back next week, and I'll also look forward to those of you who are really serious about wanting to step up your life, step up your health and wellness by coming on through and having a full consult with me. Cat Gray, thank you. Hello, hello. Renee, you're very welcome. That's lovely. Thank you. You're welcome there. And Natasha, good luck, Natasha. I send you lots of help, lots of healing love, and to find you the right place. Pleasure, Angela. Can't wait to start the wisdom classroom with you. Yeah. Thank you, Tanya. I hope I get to you next week. If you join me, you're very welcome, Zeta. Thank you, Maria. Oh, look at you all. This is awesome. PJ, let those tears roll. Let yourself be healed, my girl. Lisa and John, you're very welcome. Enjoy that project. Have a fabulous week, everyone, and I'll look forward to seeing you all next week. Lots of love and blessings.